Welcome to Two Steps Back with Nicole and Kat. Whee! It's a podcast.
Hello everybody, book recommendations, here we go.
Wow, rapid fire in short.
But you guys have been asking for more book recommendations and this is actually quite an overdue one. The coffee is kicking in. Thank you for the coffee,
The
Sisi.
caffeine is kicking.
Yeah. Kasi antok pa ako kanina, nag-live tayo. Ito na talaga yun.
Loading, energy loading. But it's here, it's bursting, it's popping.
It's popping. Okay, so dapat nung November, mag-release kami ng horror na series. Lalo na kasi mahilig naman si Kat sa crime thrillers, ganun. Tapos ako sa mga horror. So, hahaluan na lang namin ng horror and recent reads as well.
Reads, yes. So, how should we pop off?
Pop it off!
I had a good reading month, 2 months. Because I had a lot of airplane trips and it's my favorite time to read kapag nasa long haul flight ako. Like, I won't even turn on like the movies or anything. I will just read. So, I have quite a mixed bag. Yung first na read ko dito was One Dark Window. It's a fantasy with a romance tied in and it's a duology. Two Twisted Crowns is yung second. I really enjoyed this. It's like a fantasy that's easy to wrap your head around. The lore isn't crazy. It's about, how to describe? It is about a young girl who lives in this area where there is an illness that is plaguing everyone because there is like a mist that falls over the forest surrounding the village. And if you go into the mist, you will become affected with a virus that makes you magical, but also you degenerate. So she has the illness. And you're supposed to tell the King's Guard if someone is ill, and then they get taken off and executed. But her family hid her because her illness was hidden. It didn't really show anything physical. But what she has is she has this strange voice in her head who is actually a 500-year-old shepherd king. So it's like the king that their whole lore is based on. So it's really interesting. And then they're collecting these tarot cards that the shepherd king had created that encapsulate magic to whoever holds it. Because when it's all together, then you can destroy all of them and then the mist will be lifted and no one will get sick anymore.
I like that. Yung mga collecting to complete.
Yes. As a video gamer ba yan?
Yeah. The completion
Hello,
is
Zelda.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want an introduction to fantasy, I would really recommend it. There is some romance in here, which I enjoyed. I was telling Nicole, it's a very enjoyable duology, very easy to read, so would recommend.
As in spicy romance or profound romance?
There's like 1 or 2 spicy scenes in like a whole book, so it's very like drawn out. I understand the relationship. Like, it's not just 2 people that are like, oh yeah, I like you, let's bang. But
So that's how it happens.
But I really like it. It's just an interesting fantasy that I don't think I've read before, a concept like this. And I just like that the lore wasn't like head scratching, like, wait, I don't get it. I don't get it.
Too many characters.
Yeah.
Wait, how is the world building? Kasi I usually get annoyed if it's too much. Like, masyadong descriptive yung fantasy.
No, it's super not. It's
Okay.
very palatable. Like, the world building here is, it just has this magic that the Shepherd King created in the form of tarot cards, but every time he created a tarot card, he exchanged a part of himself. So at the very end, he exchanged his soul.
Bakit mo spinuil?
I mean, it's not one of the main spoiler points. Like, it's revealed in the first
have
chapter
more.
ng first book.
Okay.
So it's about like magic. You have to give and take. So there's this bartering. So it's very easy
Which is
to
ganun din
grasp.
pag tarot cards, diba?
Yeah,
Okay.
there's a positive and a negative. So yeah, I pass this to you.
I'm a willing benefactor. And that is also why I haven't really read much new books that I can introduce in this segment because I've been reading her recommendations. And I'm like, yeah, Sissy has good taste. Yeah. So, tapusin mo muna yung sa'yo kasi na-stuck pa yung recos ko sa November.
Okay. The next book that I read was Notes on an Execution. I think I mentioned this in a last book episode, but I didn't yet finish it. I finished this. If you love crime and also have an interest in criminal psychology.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah.
When they actually explain it and not leave it open-ended.
Yeah. So, actually, it also made me think about the death penalty, like, is it really fair? Because it really gives you an insight into the history and almost the creation of a monster. Like, had a really troubled childhood. They were neglected in the family, and then my head injury pa, and that's what you usually see. I'm a fan of true crime, and you usually see that abuse, head trauma are very like
correlated.
Yeah, correlated sa early childhood nila. And then it's told the perspective of the book is told from the different women who are affected by this serial killer. One is their mother, one is their like first victim, one is another victim's sister. So it's snapshots of the person through the eyes of the women around them. So very interesting read. I've never read anything quite like it, and the writing is beautiful. 5 out of 5 for me. Ooh.
I'm not greedy. I don't have a problem.
Actually, Janastafy, it's very girl math. It's like me and Nicole are book buddies, so we spend half as much on books because we share.
But you buy double. There's the math right there.
Girl
See,
math.
Still math.
Diba? Okay. And then my last is my most recent read that I finished just for the summer.
TikTok famous book.
Yes. Very cult favorite. Popular by Abbey Jimenez. I finished this in one flight. So I like scoffed it down. It was really nice. It wasn't life-changing, but it was such a nice characterization of two people who have issues. It talks about anxiety, complicated family dynamics, and then the way that they both complement each other. I mean, the men in Abbey Jimenez books are really just dream men who are such great communicators. And this is no exception. So if you
Written by a woman talaga.
Truly. So if you really love a good romance that tackles like real life problems, it feels real, the characters feel real, I would definitely recommend this for you guys.
I could write a book about my man. Charot. Are you done?
Yes, I'm done.
Yan yung read mo na recent.
Yes, those are my recents.
Okay. So, backlog. Okay, so Hidden Pictures. If you like creepy books. I mean, for some reason, pagka sa MMFF naman, 'di ba, ng Christmas time, lagi silang madaming horror. And I'm like, why do they show horror during Christmas
to
season?
shook you into the new year.
Yeah, like Shake, Rattle, and Roll. Yeah, so I'm like, maybe still appropriate. So, Hidden Pictures, I did not expect the plot twist at the end, pero it'll keep you guessing until the end. And what I like about it is the creepy photos.
Ang creepy.
Yeah, the illustration. So, yes, I read this at night. Yes, natakot akong pumunta ng CR. Muntik na akong madapa on my way out. And there was a tissue incident. Joke lang. Pero it's that kind of parang, yung tatakbo ka CR tapos iiwasan mo pa yung mirrors.
Oh my gosh. Wait, now I'm scared. I do want to read it though. It's giving the ring.
You see the creepy girl over
Yes.
there. Yeah. Pero
giving the
yung
ring.
plot twist niya, like, came out of nowhere. Pero like, I haven't seen that yet.
So you felt like not resolved, but you felt like it was tied together.
Yeah. Parang it's a case study.
I like
case
that.
A.
Okay.
Ganon. Yeah, so really good. What else? Oh, of course we gotta hate on a book. Riley Sager. The House Across the Lake. Pero, diba, the only one left?
Yes.
I read that
I
then.
have that as well.
Yeah. You read also. And you didn't like it so much. You predicted it.
Yes.
Yeah. Tapos ako, I kinda liked it naman kasi I didn't see it coming either. Yeah. Pero medyo out there siya. Pero sa level of hype niya, hindi rin siya like, okay, yun na yun.
Yeah,
pero,
yeah.
Anyway, so I thought, eto super hype din to, mas kilala to actually than The Only One Left.
Mm.
And so disappointing. I hate it. Na parang, okay, laging nasa lake, diba, yung stories. And then, in the end, parang may ghost nga talaga or something sa lake.
Ay, kainis.
Yeah, basta, if I can turn back time.
If I could turn back
Riley
time.
Sager, X ka na talaga sa akin. Ayoko na sa'yo.
Right out the gate with a strong statement.
Yep. Oh no, if you're watching
Lagi
this.
na mga house.
X ka talaga, galigan mo naman, charot. Mabuti Tagalog. Huwag yung ito-translate sa comment section. Lagot kayo sa akin.
Wrong answers only.
Yes. Okay, this one, last one for my horror reads. Grady Hendrix, How to Sell a Haunted House. I actually recommended this in my IG feed. That's how much I liked it.
Oh, okay.
Kasi I was drawn to it only because of the title and the aesthetic of the book. I was like, oh, it's nice. At first, kasi yung mom likes yung mga puppets, gumagawa siya ng mga dolls. Super creepy. Tapos the mom passes away. And then yung mag-siblings, they go to her house to clean it out, but the brother doesn't want to. Parang may pushback. Now, we can't sell it. Ganito, ganyan. Pero like, yeah. Anyway, ang daming layers ng book na to.
Okay.
At first, akala ko parang ridiculous, creepy siya. And then, it becomes different categories of creepy, which I think is a very good
horror.
Yeah, parang ang dami yung tools na nagamit
ng
horror for one book, which I like. Na parang ito yung nagabasa ako sa labas, tapos talagang yung expression ko yung no. Yung ganun talaga. Kasi parang I did not see it coming, but also it ties well. Tapos parang in the end, may real life anchor yung story niya. Hindi siya yung parang useless interjections of creepy tools.
Right.
Yeah. Tapos marami rin siyang psychological mechanisms surrounding it. Like the main character and the brother and the mom also and the untold past. Kasi di ba ganun usually surrounding death and how yung mga movies na parang you have to go back to your hometown, to the old house, and then
go back to your childhood.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's madami rin siyang psychological underpinnings na re-resolve naman in this book.
Okay. I wanna read that one then.
Yeah. Enjoyable siya.
Thanks.
Tapos at first parang, sige na nga. Tapos biglang, after the first 1/6 of the book, but I couldn't put it down talaga.
Very specific yung 1/6.
Kaya talaga titignan ko, 1/6 yun. After nun, mabilis na ako nag-flip ng pages ko dyan.
Oo, in fairness, ang kapal din to eh.
Yeah. And also, we want to thank you guys for sending us books. We have a Filipino author over here, Carina Gaskell. I believe she is Filipino. Yeah. Second Chance Books. She sent us stickers also to go with it.
Yes, and little bookmarks. They're so sweet. Thank you. I haven't yet read mine because of my backlog, but I will. It is on my TBR. So thank you so much.
It's quite heavy, pero very nice paper. I like very nicely papered books.
Nicely papered.
Tapos may dedication pa siya. Nicole and Catriona, thanks for all the love and light you bring into this world. Love the podcast. Enjoy Second Chance Books. So,
thank you. Actually, I would love to do a future episode on Filipino authors.
Yeah.
I have to just read more.
Alam mo, may naalala kong i-recommend ko sa'yo. Hahanapin ko actually.
Yeah.
Smaller and Smaller Circles by F.H. Batacan. If naging movie siya napanood nyo. Pero yung book is so good. Psychological thriller, Jesuit. Tapos, I think the first serial killer in the Philippines ever recorded.
Okay.
Kasi parang hindi known yung serial killing sa Philippines. Also because of poor police work.
Right, of course.
Which is in every country naman nagkaganong time.
Yeah.
Oo. So, parang never nagka-recorded crime tracks.
Wow.
And then,
so, is it retelling ng true
nun.
Story? Or is it more like just using it as inspiration? Okay.
Fiction, diba? Fully fiction.
I love.
Hey, thank you also to Fully Booked for sending us books. So, ikaw sis, anong assessment mo sa
I have not yet dived into the sense also from Fully Booked because ito na talagang problema ko. Alam ko naman ang laki ng TBR ko. TBR meaning to be read. As you can see behind me, all of the titles you can see, to be read ko yun. Ibaliktad ko kapag natapos ko na siya. So, I have not yet really made a dent. And then what I do when I pass a bookstore, I must go in. I must look. And I will end up buying. This is my problem. Hello. Shopaholics Anonymous. Shut up. I got sent a few and they were sent to both Nicole and I. It's just that we split off and then again, swap.
Yeah.
Kapag ma-recommend. So I have a few here, which is quite varied, which I appreciate because these are titles that were not on my radar also. So interested ako to read them. And we also got a new year-ending package from Fully Booked as well as I balance my Tetris tower of books.
We ain't got no problems. We ain't got no vices. We just like reading.
More books. So thank you so much, Fully Booked.
So what do we have there?
We have Tama Everything.
Which these are actually the first. This is the first time we're seeing these titles.
Yeah.
Women's Hotel. So cute. They sent us the cute covers.
I know. I think our dilemma now is we're running out of shelf space in our house.
Maybe we will just build a cafe and so all our books could be there.
And then it's just for us pala.
Still. And the doggies.
And the dogs.
And our book club members, which means you, girl math. Economies of scale. What? So yeah, excited to read these. But I have been reading some of the selections that Fully Booked has sent me. So Fully Booked picked the books for us.
Yes.
And I must say they're kind of on point with my selections. Kasi the first one, it's on my bed right now. Kasi I'm trying to finish it. Mga 2 months ko na ata siya binabasa because I haven't had time.
Yeah.
But it's a Hurricane Wars by Thea Guanzon, and she's a Filipino author. I highly encourage you to read this book, lalo na if you're a fantasy girly. Nagulat ako na may blurb si Sarah J. Maas. SJM, the author of Acotar and Abbey Jimenez, I think. Yeah.
Oh!
So the authors that we like,
may
blurb for her. So
cool.
I was like, maybe this could be a good book, and I'm almost done with it. So far, I really like it. Medyo nadamihan lang din ako sa pag-draw out ng
world building
tension between the two characters.
Pero are you someone who likes pining in her romance?
Gusto ko, pero at some point, gusto kong i-ano mo na. I-rar mo na. Masyadong mahaba.
Naging penthouse lang kayo.
Pero the world building, very nice. The language used, really, really nice din.
Nice.
Nakaka-proud na may Filipino author tayo who's into fantasy books. Also, may mga Filipino references like yung dessert na dinidescribe lang niya. It's taho, tapos yung may amoy na durian, na parang you're in another world,
right.
Nenevar. And then, I was like, wait, ito yun, Philippine reference to. So, nakaka-proud. Pero, if you are a fantasy girly, it's a really, really good read. I enjoy the world building, kahit na, ma-description heavy siya for this one. Pero, really nice. Yeah.
So thanks, Fully Booked. I don't know if you guys are watching the podcasts and like putting together our curated list from that, but thank you.
Thank you so much. And also, I finished reading
this. Is the cutest cover ever.
It is.
Can I just say?
I was like, thank you for sending us the cute covered books because it's probably what we wouldn't buy for ourselves because alam mo yung takot ka lang mabudol sa cute covered books.
Truly.
It's more of that. Nothing against the book or the author, but yeah, so thank you for this. And this one, Marigold Mind Laundry, Korean author. So first time ko magbasa ng Korean author.
Okay.
And it's really light anecdotes about what people carry in their lives. So parang siya, magical person to. Very K-drama na it's okay not to be okay. Parang ganong feels na you go into this laundry and then you wear a shirt and then lalabas sa stains yung pain mo, ganon.
Interesting.
And then you can choose kung anong levels or the certain pains in your life that you wish you could forget or wash away.
Very endless sunshine of the eternal mind. Huh?
Kind of like
Eternal
that.
sunshine.
So parang what pain is unbearable enough for you to carry
And
na
what
you would
hindi
want
mo
to
kaya.
erase.
Wow.
Kasi there are pains that you would want to keep because it taught you a valuable lesson.
Right.
Pero you realize there are also types of pain in your life na walang lesson, it's just pain. So, pero it's very lighthearted.
Ang cute ng
Yeah.
cover for the subject matter, ha?
Oo. Tapos, yeah, it's very comfort read siya. So, if you're looking for a cozy read this holiday season, I do recommend this. Lalo na kung K-drama fan kayo because yung cinematics niya, cinematography, parang ganun yung feels din when you're reading this book. And the last one is from Dolly Alderton, Good Material.
This is on a lot of people's lists as well.
Yeah, and you have Dolly Alderton over there
Yes.
as well. So, I haven't read this one, but hopefully I have time to read it next.
And the tower is growing.
Yes. So, thank you so much, Fully Booked, for sending us books.
Yes. Thank you. If
Sana
you guys
the whole year next year. Charot.
Or sana my future partnership where our book of the month, we're able to make sure that you guys can source it and find it dito sa Pinas. Because I know that you guys have been commenting.
Our faces in Fully Booked.
Yun ang bucket list, no? Or our jingle. Oh, jingle? But yeah, those are our recent reads and then our recent sends from Fully Booked. If you guys have any recommended books, because we totally need enabling in our book shopping problem, please drop them in the comment section.
And thank you for adding on to our TBRs as well. Ang proactive nyo magbigay ng recommendations sa comment section. And thank you for adding us on Goodreads.
Yeah.
It's really just our names. You can look it up over there. So
yeah, I'll
thank
link
you
it
so
in
much
the
for
bio.
being there.
Yeah.
Lalo na si Kachi always updates hers because
I'm a completionist. It's like
Yeah.
giving myself a gold star.
Mhm.
Well, thanks, guys. We loved hanging out with you. Hopefully, you're cozying up to some good reads. Also, guys, next episode, we are airing our next book of the month read, which is The Wedding People by, is it Alison? Alison Ep5.
By Allison, yeah.
So we're really excited for that discussion. And so if you guys want to read along in time for our discussion, we really encourage you to do so. And we'll see you next week.
Get reading, guys. See you there. Bye.